This week on the Journal, we're learning all about Toronto life.
So strap yourselves into that chair because we have to look at what Toronto has to offer. Hi, I'm Shanae Williams.
And I'm Justin Behan, and you're just in time for the Journal.
Toronto is truly a beautiful city, and it's a great place to live and grow. On this edition of the Journal, we are showcasing some of the stories from around the city and bringing them straight to you.
From basketball to skateboarding to music halls and more skateboarding, this show's got it all, and you're sure to get the true Toronto experience.
First on the list, we will be watching a short about being a door-to-door charity worker in the T.O. Let's take a look.
So my name is Anna Maria LaBelle and I work at Public Outreach. Public Outreach is an independent fundraising company that charities hire out to fundraise for them. Yep. So we go door to door and we're asking people to sign up for a monthly donation because it's more sustainable for the charities. It's a job. We're doing it because it's our job and we're doing it because it's effective.
Well, it's a still morning shift, so we don't usually get a lot of morning shifts. People aren't usually home. When we usually rock it out is the last shift, which we call power hour. That's when everybody's home from work. So I haven't gotten anything yet today, but there's still hope.
I only have to work 3 days a week. I can't work more if I want to. Once the weather gets warm, I'll probably go up to 4 to make more money. But right now, being outside in the cold is ridiculous, so I'm only working 3 days a week. Which is great because it means I have time for myself, time to spend with family, time to do other things I need to do. I enjoy this because I like people. I need to work with people. I've worked a job before where I was locked away in a little room by myself all day and it drove me crazy. So this is a very team-oriented job. You're always with someone. You're always working with someone. The entire team is like a family. Going to work is like going to see your friends. I want to stay at Public Outreach. It's an amazing company and I really want to work there. I would at some point like to move into office admin because it's something that I've always enjoyed. I like filing, I'm weird like that, and paperwork and stuff. So I'd like to stay at Public Outreach but doing that job. Also just because a 9-to-5 job will probably be necessary at some point. I think you can really raise kids working from 12 to 9. Canvassing is effective, like pamphlets can be thrown out, web pages can be closed. When a person comes to your door and talks to you face to face, most people will stand there and give you the respect and listen to you. And it's a lot harder to you can't just dismiss it and throw it out. So canvassers are just doing the job that they're doing because it's necessary.
So how'd it go for the end?
Pretty good. Got a 20 and a 10, which is a pretty good day for me. So
$30 bucks?
30 bucks.
30 bucks is an average day?
Yeah. Not exactly our goal, but I'm happy.
Justin, what do you think you're doing?
Well, I'm just playing some ball inside the school.
I don't think you should be playing basketball right now when we're trying to host the show.
I know, it's just, I usually play at home, but a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight. My mom got scared and she said, "You gotta go host the Journal with Shanae in fear."
Well, it sounds like your mom knows exactly what's best for you.
Maybe. But anyway, let's check out some real b-ball in this short doc on basketball in Toronto. Ooh.
Basketball wasn't always the thing my life revolved around. Growing up, home wasn't a concept I really knew about. At that point, my father used to move me and my brother and my mother around a lot. It was a week here, a month here, a couple days here. Certain circumstances led me to move from my neighborhood, me, my mom, and my brother. And there was nothing to do. I had nothing in common with people, so that just led me being kind of introverted in my own house, staying in. One day my father came by to visit me and my brother, and we got this promotional basketball with Shaq's big handprint on it. We pumped it up that night, 7 p.m. And that was honestly the most fun I ever had with my father in my life. That bridged the gap of me being unknown to known to being wanted in the neighborhood. From there on out, I was a basketball fanatic. It took my mom to move us all the way to Blake Street for me to understand what the true concept of home was. I stayed there for 11 years of my life. I would often see the paths people took, and they weren't very good. I go back nowadays and I still see the same people I used to see when I was growing up, on the same porch, doing the same things, and it really gives me perspective on how far I've come and how far this game has taken me. We the North. It's a campaign that has ushered in a new era of basketball in Toronto. Not only in Toronto, but in all of Canada. I feel like what that Shaq basketball did for me putting me into basketball, I feel like the kids nowadays are going to use We the North as that symbol, that Shaq ball. I love Toronto and I love basketball, and I just can't see my life without those two things.
What's up, B-Ham? You want to go shred the gnar, bro?
What?
I asked if you wanted to go shred the gnar, you know, do some gnarly rails, do some flips and tricks over the sets. Do that Tony Hawk 900.
Oh, Shanae, you don't even skateboard.
I do skateboard.
No, but here's a person who knows how to do something. So let's bring out our first guest, Harry White, and his pogo stick.
Hello, Harry. Wow. Whoa, that was cool.
That was crazy. Welcome to the show, Harry.
Thank you.
How's it going?
Going good?
That's good. So how'd you get here today? You take the pogo stick?
No, I just kind of drove.
Oh, that's good. Where are you from?
I'm from Muskoka.
Let's go, okay.
Nice,
Kind of far
nice.
away from here.
The
A
pictures.
little bit of a trek.
Sure,
So how long have you been doing this?
I've been pogoing for about 2 years now.
2 years?
2
What got it?
years old.
How'd you get into it?
I saw some videos and then I wanted one, and then my parents never bought me one, so I went and got myself a job and bought one, and then I got good at it, and yeah.
Cool.
So 2 years, and I hear that you're 5th in the world right now. Tell me how that happened.
Yeah, I just kept practicing, I guess. To be good at anything, you want to practice, but they invited me out to World Championships 2 years ago, I guess, and I just kind of watched. I didn't really compete that much. But, and then this year, like 2014, I guess, I went and I just threw down hard and I hucked a big trick, and yeah.
Good stuff, man.
Nice,
What was the trick
nice.
called?
It was just like a side flip, so with the pogo.
So you went all the way around
Yeah.
sideways with the pogo stick. Holy,
Wow.
That is insane.
That's crazy. And about how much does one of these cost?
This is about $500, but
Whoa.
they set me up with some parts and some other stuff for free, like
Is
my
that
helmet,
your
my
sponsors,
sponsor,
right?
Yeah,
Xpogo?
Xpogo is
Oh,
the
that's pretty
company.
cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Where are they from?
It's the Xpogo, the building is in New York, but this pogo stick's called a Vertigo V3, and that's in California.
Oh, so there's different kind of pogo sticks?
Yeah, there's like fly bars, Vertigos,
What kind is this
TK8.
one?
This is a Vertigo,
Vertigo,
but TK8 is in France, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Do you have a preference or?
Yeah, this one.
Cool,
yeah.
cool.
Nice. So
cool.
you got any competitions coming up?
I have one at the beginning of June. It's the U.S. Open. It's in Jacksonville, Florida, and if I do good in that, I qualify for World Championships, which is in Philadelphia. So yeah.
So do you want to show us a trick, maybe?
Yeah, I guess I could do that.
Wow.
That was insane. That was crazy.
insane.
All right, give me props.
Holy.
That was crazy.
That was awesome.
Good stuff.
How long do you train to do something like that?
Like, what do you mean by that?
Like, do you have to, like, I imagine you practice a lot.
Yeah,
but
I practice a lot, but you just got to have the guts, I guess,
Yeah.
to throw down.
Is there like a form or technique to it, or you just get on and
you either
get it
have it or
done?
you don't. Some people are
Okay.
like shaky. Like I got on it right away and like.
So
got
you're a
it.
natural.
Yeah.
You practice every day, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Every day, every chance you get? It's not raining, you're outside doing your thing, eh?
So during the winter, how do you practice?
I usually like maybe shovel out an area, or like, you know how there's kind of some warm days,
Yeah.
or like I go to an indoor skate park and throw down there. But
Have you ever like wiped out completely?
one time I went to do like a nothing and the pogo came up underneath me
Oh,
here,
no.
and I broke my handlebars like,
no.
and came around, smashed my head, knocked myself out.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That sounds
you're
so
here today,
painful.
so
Yeah, yeah.
obviously you're okay.
Wow, that sounds so painful.
That's crazy though. Well, I hope you do good in all your next competitions and get more sponsors, all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Good stuff, and congratulations on all your
Yeah, congratulations.
success.
So wait, can you make a career out of this, or is it?
Yeah, some of my buddies they travel around the world, like they go across the ocean, I guess, and pogo there, and they do NBA halftime show, Monster Jam shows. They do TV
that's
appearances. Just recently, they did a segment with Dude Perfect.
Yeah.
So that there's a video dropping on Monday with that. Yeah.
Cool. We'll be on the lookout for that. Well, Harry is about to introduce our next segment.
All right. Up next on the Journal, we have a video about a community skateboarding facility offered in a church during the wintertime. Here it is.
Calvary Church, located across the street from Pape Station, has become pretty popular for skateboarders in the wintertime. The church provides a place for the skaters to go when it's cold or wet outside. They have a place to skateboard. It's a place to go and meet your friends. And it's a good place to just talk.
Yes, this program is run by an organization called Skate Life. They've been doing skateboard outreach for 25 years. Started in the lower mainland of BC. And this one here in Toronto has been going around for this is our second year. Before that we had a guy who was doing the same thing, but they were just out in the streets skating with kids.
I found out about the organization Skate Life, which is what runs this facility here, basically through a friend of mine I met in high school. And from then, he told me about this guy, Caleb, who had just moved to Toronto from Winnipeg. And apparently what he kind of does is he does youth programs for kids, youth skateboarding programs for kids. And through that, we kind of started talking about trying to get together and meet up with kids every week and try to do some sort of kind of like a skate club sort of thing. So from then on, it kind of grew, and we started realizing that kids in the winter, they needed a place to skate. There's a couple other gyms, but they have specific times, and we kind of wanted our own place that we could meet up and skate and talk. So basically, Caleb started talking with different churches, trying to get the space that we could skateboard in. And it's actually kind of hard because a lot of churches and places, they kind of hear skateboarding and they're like, skaters are no good. But that's actually one of the points of Skate Life is to show that kids are not just up to no good and trying to do just drugs or dumb stuff, that they actually wanted to be able to skate and in a place in the winter and stuff.
We just want to meet kids what their needs are, and skateboarders' needs are a place to skate in the wintertime when it's snowy, and just a place to hang out with your friends. So we just give them that place, and we talk to them, and we love them, and we hang out, and we have conversations with them, and we try to have intelligent conversations beyond just skateboarding or Instagram and stuff. We hope that they notice something different about our leaders than other people. We want them to ask, why are you guys doing this? And we're just doing it because our leaders believe that God loves us, and He wants us to show kids those love. So we just want to be part of kids' lives. We don't do it to convert anyone. I mean, if a kid decides to become a Christian or join up a church, that's awesome. We would love for that to happen. But if we could somehow know that none of the kids that we ever reach with, that we ever hang out with, ever become a Christian, we still wouldn't do anything differently. We're called to just love these kids, spend time with them. We have a camp in the summer we invite them to, and we just have fun, get rowdy, skate.
Austin, are you one of those piano playing kids always out here playing the piano?
Oh, I'm like out here, like, you know, I'm like the next Mozart.
Well, if you're gonna be Mozart, I think you should practice in a professional studio, kind of like the theater coming up in our next doc. Check it out.
Kerner Hall is the most amazing place to work. It's not only the most beautiful facility for concerts in the world, it also has a wonderful team of people who animate this place. I think Kerner Hall has become an important anchor for the performing arts in the downtown area. We are one of 12 organizations that belong to the Bloor Street Culture Corridor, and that's helping to animate downtown Toronto in a way that only makes it good for everybody.
What a great hall does for you is it takes the sound you make and it spins it out in front of you and it brings it back to you and it inspires you to make more sound. And Kerner Hall is one of those halls that has that kind of resonance and acoustic personality that makes you want to play more.
I'm sure you're all familiar with Yo-Yo Ma, the world-famous cellist. He often comes to Toronto, but he usually goes to Roy Thompson Hall. And after our first year, there was such good buzz about the hall, and the artists who performed here thought it was so wonderful that Yo-Yo Ma's people called us and said, he's heard so many wonderful things about your hall, he'd like to try it for himself. And he not only came and opened our second season, he came back the next morning and did a master class with the students. So it's pretty nice when the artists ask us if they can come here.
It's a very intimate hall, and so performers can come here who play anything from solo instruments to big bands to even symphony orchestras. And so it's a kind of perfect downtown, spectacular acoustic, easy to get to, wonderful neighborhood. It's a hugely welcome addition to a very lively city, a place that was much needed.
Geez, where did Justin run off to?
Left and went to the beach, Shanace. You know, I'm over it. Just gotta work on my tan.
But Justin, who am I supposed to host the rest of the show with?
You know, you gotta figure that out yourself. I'm busy.
Well, all right then, but it looks like you're gonna miss the next video on skateboarding in Toronto.
Skateboarding?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. You know the key to my heart, Shanace.
Sure do. Here it is. Our next item is about to come to you from us, skateboarding in Toronto.
I'm Jordan Moss. I'm 24 years old, from Ajax, Ontario, and I film skateboarding for a living. So I first got into filming when I was probably about 12 years old. We would just pretty much take my parents' camcorder, which was like old Hi8 camera, and we would just film our friends like on the street just for fun. So right now I have like constant salary each month that I'm making. I make $1,500 from Element, doing all their video editing and social media. And then I have freelance rates on the side as well when I'm doing work for like other companies. On top of like the Element Canada YouTube channel that I run, I have my own personal YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/JoeMoss14. For me, it's just like I do YouTube on the side just for fun. So I've received some checks from Google, but not very much. It's usually like $100 at a time. But I mean, when you're not really focusing on YouTube, it's kind of cool to see a check once in a while from Google. So the difference between filming skating and your average filmmaking is that skateboarding isn't like acting. If that person does that trick and you miss it, chances are they're not going to want to do it again. So it's not like when you're making a movie and you have multiple takes on one scene just to get that perfect shot. Skateboarding, you just got to be ready always for that perfect shot. Today we're out here at the Arch Skate Park in Ajax, and I'm going to give you a little bit of insight on the filmmaking side of skateboarding. When filming fisheye, you want to make sure to always follow the rule of thirds. Here, we have our subject riding in from the right of the frame. As he pops his trick and lands on the rail, he is in the middle, and he rides away to the left of the frame. For lines, which is 2 or more tricks put together in a sequence, you want to make sure to also follow rule of thirds, and keep the camera as low as possible and tilt it up. When filming long lens, you have 2 options. You can either film standard zoom long lens or rolling long lens. So, in a way, I guess, making skate edits is, you don't really follow a storyline. It's kind of the opposite. Like, a story has a beginning, a middle, and an end, like rising action, climax, falling action. Skateboarding, in a way, is like you want to start off with your climax, which it means you want to put some good tricks at the beginning, get people drawn to your edit, and then as you make your way towards the middle of the edit, you want to put the stuff that's not at the greatest, and then again towards the end you work your way back up to a climax, and you have like the best tricks at the end to end it off. So, my favorite thing about filming skateboarding would have to be the fact that it allows me to travel the world, get to see places that I probably wouldn't see if it weren't for skateboarding. We go to these places and we're obviously not going on to like $1 million movie set with all this budget. Sometimes we're out in the streets and we can run into some pretty sketchy people.
Go home.
You understand? Do you understand me?
Okay. Why are you getting in my face?
Because I'm asking you if you can understand me.
Yes.
And I'm tired of it.
Okay, we'll take it down.
Then take it down right now. My name is Richard Arcoli. You want my name?
You just said it.
That tends to be my least favorite part of the job, where being misunderstood by pedestrians and all they see is a bunch of crazy skateboarders and they don't know that we're out there doing it for a job. I wouldn't really say that I get fed up with filming skating. It definitely has its pros and cons. I always end up having to carry the heavy bag, and I'm always the last one out of a spot and having to pack up all my gear, and everyone's taking off down the street. But it could be worse. I could be stuck in a cubicle working 9 to 5. But instead, I'll just keep on doing this for as long as I can.
Well, folks, coming up next, prepare to be amazed. The amazing Derv Curran, can you tell us how long you've been doing this for?
A couple days, but I'm a real natural.
Okay,
No,
cool.
seriously. About 20 years I've been doing this, and it's just always been constantly evolving, having a lot of fun.
So what exactly is going on
So
here?
we got 3 willing volunteers who are wanted to get hypnotized. I took them back to a quiet room, quiet area, and put them in a deep hypnotic trance. You guys chose really good volunteers who are very smart and know how to do this kind of stuff, and they're ready to use their imagination and have some fun. They're totally oblivious to everyone else that's around here. So
they don't know like what's going on right
well,
now?
they technically do. They can hear you and they can feel you and stuff, but they're not going to react. They don't really care. They're in their own zone right now. They're focused on their goals and what they want to do. You want to see what we can do? Have some fun with them?
Yeah.
Okay, everyone on stage, there are 3 volunteers at the count of 3. When I wake you up, I want you to wake up with your eyes completely closed. I want you to imagine that sitting in your lap is a typewriter. And you got to type as quickly as you can with just 2 fingers. You're at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Wide awake. Go ahead. You got to type that letter. Go ahead. Type. You're not going quick enough. You got to go quicker, 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 quicker. You got to go quicker. You know what? It's always better if you use multiple fingers. Go ahead. Use all 10 of your fingers. Go ahead. You know, that's not good enough. Maybe you can use your nose. Go ahead. Use your nose. Type quicker. Your elbows, your knees.
No way.
No, you know what? You're very flexible. So go ahead. Put your feet up on the table. Use your feet to type as well. Go quicker, quicker. You got to finish. And then at the count of 3, close your eyes. Go deep asleep. 1, 2, 3. Close your eyes,
No
go
way.
deep asleep. So pretty much, they'll do anything that's within their moral perimeter. They're not going to do anything that's outside that they would normally do.
Okay.
But you want to see some more fun here?
Yeah, let's see some more stuff.
Everyone stays at the count of 3. I want you to open your eyes wide awake, imagining that I'm the best magician, the best illusionist you've ever seen in your whole entire life. Count of 3, 1, 2, 3, wide awake. Ready? Hey guys, how you doing? Does anybody have a belt by any chance I could borrow? Oh, can I borrow your belt? You guys like magic tricks? You guys like magic tricks? Yeah? Watch this. Take this belt here. Here we go. Watch this. This is the best trick ever. This is not going to be smoke and mirrors. It's going to be real magic. Watch this. Ready? Watch. Focus on it. Ready? What I got here in my hand is the world's most venomous snake. It's trained though. Hasn't met you guys, but hopefully nothing's going to go wrong with it. It's a perfectly good snake. Can you stand up for me? Can you stand up? Stand up. Stand up. There you go. Just relax. Do not move a muscle. Just stay there. If you move, I don't know what's going to happen. Don't worry. He's not a constrictor. He's very poisonous, though. There you go. Just relax. Don't move. If you move a muscle, he might bite. Just relax.
No way.
You want to pet him on his head? No, I'll get him off you right there. Oh, boy. There you go. You get that up here. Okay. And the count of 3, it's not going to be a snake. 1, 2, 3. Just a belt. Just a belt. Normal belt. Nothing wrong with it. You want to put that back on there? Just put it back on. No, just joking. Just joking. It's back there. Go ahead and take a seat.
Oh, man.
Go ahead and take a seat. Sit down. Sit down. And everyone at the count of 3, just close your eyes, go deep asleep. 1, 2, 3. Close your eyes, go deep asleep. So also too, we're having fun and games with them.
Yeah.
But I also, I gave them a suggestion back in the green room there to also really focus on their goals. So when they wake up, their goal acceleration is going to be 1,000 times quicker than what it used to be before.
Interesting.
I don't know what their goals are, not my business, but maybe they want to quit smoking, they want to improve their memory, improve their golf swing, whatever it is, they're going to be focused on their goals.
So will they remember anything that just happened?
To be honest with you, I don't know.
Okay.
Every single person is different. One person may remember stuff right away. Some may not remember anything for a couple days. Some may remember something gradually over the next few hours. I don't know. It's all how their imagination is working. We can wake them up and find out.
Can we?
We can.
I want to know what you do to my friends. Let's see what's going on here.
Everyone stays at the count of 3, opening your eyes wide awake. At the count of 3, opening your eyes wide awake. All the suggestions I've given to you up to this point are completely removed. 1, 2, 3, wide awake. Wakey, wakey. How you guys feeling? Are you, what do you got in your hand there? A belt. Yeah, might want to put it on. I don't know why you took your belt off.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, you can. They're fully aware. They're fully conscious. If you have any questions you want to ask them, they'll answer 100% with honesty.
Do you know what your name is? Yes. What is your name?
Myself.
Okay. Wow.
Do you know what you're putting in your pants right there?
It's a belt. So it seems he has no memory. Do you remember what happened in the past? No. Do you remember what happened? Anything? Anything? And yourself? No, so they have no memory of anything what happened. It's not something that's going to be completely gone from memory for the rest of their life.
Okay.
They will remember stuff eventually. Just at the speed of that, I don't know how long it's going to go.
Wow, the power of the mind is truly amazing. Thank you, Dave, for coming on the show today and sharing us that. Thank you.
Applause
you guys are awesome.
People here.
Justin, why do you look so sad?
Sad because the show's almost over and I'm having so much fun. I don't want it to end.
I know what you mean, but just because one great thing is coming to an end doesn't mean that there aren't greater things to come in the future.
You really think so?
I do. I think this is just the beginning of the fun. For me, for you, for the audience. If we just allow ourselves to follow our dreams, we'll be okay.
You know what? You're absolutely right. Let's do this. I'm happy again.
Me too, Justin.
Yay.
Me too. Well, folks, that's it for today's journal episode. My name is Shanace Williams.
And I'm Justin Behan.
We out of this joint.